That's the only one that does that. All right, so we're live here. So as soon as this lights up, I can go live on Instagram, which should be any second now. There it is. All right, so hit go live on Insta. And that is live now as well. So now you should be able to see that I'm live.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, and then at the bottom, just hit the share button and then
Share
just put it wherever you want to put it.
Share video.
Yeah, you can do story, you can do feed.
Okay. It only says it only says share live video with others.
Oh, it doesn't give a choice for a destination, because if not, you can just add the story. You can
Oh
do
wait,
it that
here.
way.
Can't send media.
Interesting. Okay, so to your point, we'll just do it after then. That's fine.
Okay. I'll keep playing with it.
All right.
Hello.
Hello. All right. So I don't know if you saw the title, but I put "Hope Isn't Lost. It's Buried Under the BS." Let's dig it out.
I love that title. Let's. Where do we start? BS or hope?
well, first, let's just start. When you hear the word hope, what comes to your mind?
Giving up. Never giving up. Hope. I'm the kind of person that's a glass half full, and I'm always hopeful. It's positive. It's believing. It's, my goodness, there's so many words that I can think of for hope. What about you?
Mine is belief.
Yes.
You know, because to truly have hope, you have to believe in whatever that thing is that you want to accomplish. Like with me working on getting on TV. Sorry, let me shut this down. With working on getting on TV, like I have to first believe that I can.
Yes, correct.
You know? So it's like you really can't have hope. Like most people get hopeless because they have no direction, and like they have no guidance, and their belief system isn't built up yet. So in order to get to a point to where you're there, you have to have something that you believe in.
Agreed. Agreed. You need that direction. You need that fuel that furthers the fire to keep moving forward. And like you said, not giving up and not, giving up hope, as you hear quite often with people.
See, and you use the key word there, fuel. Yes. See, that's where a lot of people go down the rabbit hole, because you hit a roadblock or you hit some challenges, and instead of letting that amp you up, like, all right, this is happening, we're going to get through this and we're going to keep moving forward, if people go the other way and they think, well, maybe this is a sign, maybe I'm not supposed to be doing this. But it's like life isn't linear. It's like you're going to have great days, you're going to have down days, and you got to learn how to navigate both. So what are some tips that keep you when you're heading down that path? Because as positive as we are just as human.
Of course.
So there are days where I'm like, I don't wanna. So how do you get through those days?
So from personal experience, I hold a very high standard to myself. And over the years, I've come to learn that it can't always be perfect. So I have to accept it for what I've accomplished and where I'm moving forward, and it's good enough. Do you know what I mean by that? Because if I keep trying it to make it perfect every time, I'm never going to achieve that goal. So over the years, it's kind of like, okay, I'm like, is this good enough? Would I be happy with XYZ deliverable or XYZ presentation? Or yes, I really like this. Great. Could it use improvement? Absolutely. There's always room for improvement. But by the same token, I'm not stopping myself, because otherwise you just end up spinning in like around and around, like chasing your tail, like dogs do. They just go round and round and round and round, and you never stop. So do you want to keep going in a circle, or do you want to move forward?
See, so you said something there about change. Change is inevitable.
Always.
Like when people tell me that they hate change, I'm like, then you're never going to be happy, because change is inevitable. Like something as minor as this background here, this is probably the 7th or 8th background that I've had.
Really?
There's nothing wrong with making a ton. Hi, Amanda. Like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with making pivots. There's
right.
like people, a business coach that I used to have said something that stuck with me where he's like, done beats perfect every time. He's like, just get your product out there because you can always improve it. You know?
I agree. And I've used this example for myself, having transitioned careers from hi Amanda, having transitioned from being in project management into the wine industry. And constantly I'm being asked, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? And I'm speaking over the last 2 or 3 years. I know what I don't want to do. But by moving forward and eliminating the things that I don't want to do, it's like a funnel. I'm getting closer and closer to the things that light my fire and get me excited, and honing in instead of just waiting for everything to be lined in perfection and ready to go and tied in a little bow and everything. No. And that was a big lesson for me to do, because like I said, throughout my whole career, with even personally doing stuff at home, it's like, no, this is actually really good, and like you said, it's done. We can move on to the next thing. We can evolve, we can accomplish other things instead of just kind of getting in our own way. Sometimes we are our own worst critic after all.
It's most times. Like, when people always ask me about the title of my podcast and my book, they're like I'm telling people to shut up. It's like, no, I'm telling people to shut themselves up. Because like everybody was put on this earth for a reason. Like people who are underachieving, you weren't put here to underachieve. Like, you weren't put here to doubt yourself or not believe in yourself. And yes, Amanda, you do always have the best timing. She always comes on. She always logs on to these right when it's something that she needs to hear.
I love it.
But that's what it's about, because I did it myself. Like, before I even started this podcast, right? I have this platform called Podmatch that I use to get gigs for myself and to get people for my show. And I actually paused it a few, like, this is probably 3 or 4 months ago now, since I've accepted anyone. So I went through earlier, I opened up 2 more spots, right? Because now with me not coaching, I'm going to have a lot more free time. So I opened up 2 more spots, and I accepted 60 guests today.
Oh my
60,
gosh.
right? And it's not even about the 60 guests. Like, one of those guests could be the door I'm waiting for.
Absolutely.
So it's one of those things where you have to speak things into existence.
Agreed.
And instead, most people are speaking things away from them, with the self-doubt, with the imposter syndrome. So how do you navigate those things as you're looking to make this pivot for you?
So I embrace opportunities, even though seem, and I use bunny ears in the air, I'll explain that in a minute. To others, it might not seem like, well, why are you wasting your time with that? Why are you going to this event? Why are you traveling here? Why are you traveling one trip after the other when it's a lot for you? Because in my mind, one of those opportunities will lead to something. And until I get to that point of where and what I want to be doing, I'm not going to miss that one opportunity. Like you said, I'll take 60 podcasts because there's probably that one in there, that golden nugget that you're going to stumble upon because you opened yourself to those opportunities, and not limiting yourself either.
See, and we have to understand too that when opportunities arise, like, they arise at the right time. For example, as you know, yesterday we sent my daughter off for the Navy.
Yes.
And then I had a networking event scheduled for 2 p.m. Mm-hmm. And then my mom had mentioned that my sister and her husband, they would go into the seafood place in Warwick. Like, do you want to come? Yeah. And I was like, well, I have a networking event at 2. And people always push the family, the family time. You can't miss the family time. And I'm not against that. I'm not against it, but I'm also about showing up to your commitments.
Yes.
Right.
Agreed.
That's big when you're in a place of service. Right? You have to show up to your commitment. So I was actually going to go try to get my food quick and then come back down here to the gym and broadcast from here. But there was a lot of traffic out there, hella traffic. And then I ended up missing the turn. And there was probably 40 cars in the turn lane waiting. So I'm like, by the time I get in, I'm going to have to turn around and leave. So I just called my sister and I was like, I can't go. Like I have to get to this networking event because you never know where these things are going to lead. So
Agreed.
too many times opportunities are waving at people, but they're so blinded by just everyday life that they're missing that chance to step into that thing that they want to do.
Agreed. As you once said to me, what was it? Earlier this year, we had the conversation when I was looking at all the spider webs of like 8 different tentacles, trying to figure out which direction to go and eliminating the ones that I didn't want to, or the roads that I didn't want to go down. You had said very wisely to me, and your words always stuck in my mind, just lean into it. Lean into it. And when you lean into it, you're accepting this thing, and then that's when it's like you accept, then that's when those avenues start opening and the opportunities start happening. And it's true, that's exactly what happened. Once I started leaning into it, it's like, oh, I've been asked to go here. Oh, could you write about this? Oh, could you collaborate on that? Where's this all coming from? There you go.
And the thing is that they were there the whole time. That's the thing that people don't realize. That like I saw this video. It was like it was probably AI driven, but it shows this tree with just a bunch of $100 bills hanging from it, and just so many people are just walking underneath the tree, and then every now and then a handful of people will look up and they'll snatch one, right? And that's what it's like in this life. Like one of the biggest pet peeves I have is when people talk about there's no opportunities.
Yes.
It's like the opportunities are everywhere. You're just not looking for them. It's like you're focused on your challenges. You're focused on your struggles. So that's what your attention is drawn to. And then while you're focusing on that stuff, you're walking right past the money tree. Like it's there. It's there for you. It's within your grasp. You know, what your thoughts?
I completely agree. It's like you said, it's like you're kind of blinded by the difficulties instead of seeing what's right in front of you. And you said it, those opportunities were right there in front of me. I just wasn't seeing it. I was seeing, oh, this is later, and this is at a different date, and I have to coordinate family logistics, and but does it make sense to go? And I was getting too much in my head with all the details and the muddy waters, if you will, instead of seeing exactly what was right in front of me. That it's like, well, this is actually a no-brainer. Why am I overcomplicating a ham sandwich? Just do it. And then then I did.
That's a great line. Why am I overcomplicating a ham sandwich? I might have to use that in one of my talks. That was good.
It's yours. Because really, it's simple. What is a ham sandwich? It's bread and it's ham. You could put all kinds of fixings in it if you want to, but really, it's 2 things. It doesn't have to be complicated.
Exactly, right. And this isn't a negative thing, but let's test that theory in real time. If you wanted to get on 10 podcasts within the next, say, 30 days, where do you look first?
Podcasts, I would start searching online. I would use AI and say, for what the field that I'm in, what are the top 10 podcasts that I should be paying attention to? And then I would start using like this tool, like you said, Podmatch. Podmatch was something that I didn't even know existed until you had mentioned it to me. I'd start looking in there, talk about, okay, I'll just use a bunch of, it doesn't have to just be wine because that's my profession, but it could be moms. It could be moms. It could be fitness. It could be a mix of things. It could be overcoming this. It could be changing careers. I mean, I could list 10 topics right now that I could talk about. And like that.
And all of that sounds fantastic. And I'm not doing this to pick on you. It's just proving the point.
Yes.
The answer is right in front of you.
Robert.
You ask a guy that's got about 150 podcast friends.
Use Robert. Like, You're right. It's actually true. Use what's right in front of you. That's a really good one, actually. I should use Robert. Rob, I want to do a podcast. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, because like what a podcast host gonna take first? Just a blind pitch, or someone that I know who introduced me to someone that they know? It's like,
always.
Well, they know me. They're gonna introduce me to this person. This person must be a pre-screened fit for my show.
Yes.
Right. So like everything that you mentioned, absolutely right. You're spot on. But the answer, your first answer, is right in front of you.
It's true. You're right. And you know what? Word of mouth is like the biggest form of advertisement or referral, it's by recommending, introducing, because that's one thing that I love to do is connect people. Oh, you're looking for someone. I know someone you should talk to,
Yes.
this, that, the other thing. And it takes a minute to do, but it feels rewarding and good to bring people together. I've always done it, socially and
Yeah.
professionally, but also to your point, it's right in front of you.
Yeah. The one of the last masterminds that I went to, one of the speakers was saying, he's like, your fortune is waiting for you in your inner circle. He's like,
Mm,
somebody in your inner circle knows the person that you need to meet, but you're afraid to have that conversation, or you don't think you should have that conversation. And for example, I think I told you when I went up to the TV studios
yes,
and like I was
this is a
prepared
great story.
to go make that pitch, and I get up there and it's like appointment necessary. And these guys get thousands of submissions per day, thousands. So I would just happen to be talking to one of my PT clients, just telling him that story. And I was like, I gotta figure out a way to jump the line. Like there has to be a way. And he's like, oh, I'm friends with 3 journalists, two at Channel 12 and one at Channel 10. I was like, come on.
Yep.
Again, just to illustrate that the answer was right. I've been working with this guy for like 6-7 months now, and that has never come up in conversation. And why? Because I never spoke about it.
Exactly. It took one conversation. It just took you speaking out loud what had happened during your day, your experience. And he's like, oh, I know someone. And it's true. It takes one moment, one conversation for everything to just flip.
Yeah. And again, it's like, and you're talking to someone, like you probably talk to people on the regular
Yes.
that have exactly what you're looking for, but the conversation never goes there. Because maybe
Agreed.
in our mind, we don't want to feel like, oh, I'm using this person or I'm taking
Agreed.
from this person. But in life, that's what we do. Like all the farmers that are out there, they serve us.
Yeah.
All the farmers doing the agriculture, doing the meats and everything else. It's like we need other people to survive.
Agreed.
So going to someone, to me, I think it's like if I haven't spoken to somebody in a year and then they call me for advice on starting a podcast, I'm honored. Like we haven't spoken a year. This opportunity came up for you and you thought of me.
Yes.
Right? I see it as a good thing where people take it the other way. Like, oh, now that you need something, you want to come around. And I'm like, but that person thought of you. This is a positive.
Agreed. And you know what? It's easy because I'm guilty of it too. Like you said, we're all human. Like I'm guilty of not thinking about it. Like I'm like, oh, I'll figure it out. I don't want to bother the person. Being Canadian, I'm sorry, I don't want to bother you, blah, blah, blah. But why? You're not, of course, we're not bothering a person. I mean, like most people are happy to help, want to help even. So look at that conversation. You had that conversation and right away he's like, oh, I know someone. You didn't even ask him. You were just simply telling your story. And then he jumped on it right away because he wanted to help you.
Yeah. And again, to your point, it's like most people would be willing. I mean, there are the envious people there and, the people who are nice to your face, but they secretly want to see you fail like that.
Yes.
They are out there.
Of course.
But I tell people, I mean, you have a pretty sizable following. So I'm sure every now and then you get a out there comment, right? It happens.
All the time.
And people spend so much time on those comments. It's like focus on the positive ones. It's like when people come, especially with my YouTube channel now, that one video that's got over 1 million views. It's like there's foolish comments, and I just go through delete. I don't even acknowledge them, even though I know that also helps the algorithm. But like that's not where my energy is going, right? My energy is going to help people who need it and who need help really just being themselves. Because like I said in a networking event yesterday, that people show up as their career. It's like they show up as I'm an engineer, or I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a florist, I'm a this, I'm a that. Just like even in yesterday's event, people are going around. I was the only one that gave an adjective when they asked us to describe ourselves. I'm like, I'm a competitor. I'm like, that's what I do. I was like, everything else, everyone else, and like, that's what you do. Like, that's not who you are.
Yes, that's a very important distinction. It's a very important distinction.
Yeah, because when I first started getting into this, oh wow, Neil was on. Right. When
Oh,
I first started getting into this, it was like so many this evolved so many different ways, just from just talking about fitness to like fitness, health, wellness, the
yes.
importance of drinking water, micro versus macros, and I was like, I didn't want to just pigeonhole myself into that. But now you start talking about things like Charlene Vega. I haven't seen you in ages. How you doing? Sorry, getting
I
sidetracked here
love
with people
this. This is
popping in.
great.
Yeah, but like it's okay to evolve. Like I said earlier, it's okay to change. So we
Yes.
started talking about one thing, then I shifted to a different topic, then I shifted to a different topic, and then now we're into storytelling.
Yes.
And you know, I don't have a degree. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a
Mhm.
counselor,
Mhm.
but I've been alive for 51 years, right?
Yes.
And there's things that I've experienced.
Oh,
And
yes.
so the amount of counselors and therapists and clinical psychologists that I've interviewed over the years, I always ask them all now. I say, I don't have a degree, but do you disagree with anything I've said? And I
Yes.
was like, every now and then they'll bring up like chemical imbalances in the brain and hormone shifts and things of that. Like I don't deal with that stuff. I just deal with, here's your mess. How can we turn this mess into purpose?
Yes.
Absolutely. All right.
Absolutely.
So when you hear it's buried under the BS, it's like you chuckled at first, but what does
I
that mean
did.
to you?
I feel like your purpose is buried under the BS. It's the noise. The BS is the noise. And we let it, again, we've said this a couple times already. We let the noise distract us from our purpose. So by removing the BS, whatever that is, it's someone in your ear, it's logistics, it's confidence, it's so many different things that it could be that we feel that are, it could be our location, where we live. I mean, there's so many different roadblocks that we could have or feel like it's impeding us, but instead of focusing on the BS that's on top really and focusing more on what it is that we want to accomplish. That's how I interpret it.
Absolutely. So we have a comment from longtime friend Jen. Oh wait, are you still talking?
No?
Oh, cause well, I switched
Oh.
over to the Instagram side, and it looked like you were still talking. That's
Oh
why I
no,
paused.
it's probably a delay
That's
or something.
yeah. All right. So my friend Jen had a comment. Said it's very hard distinction too, and I'm working on that now. Oh, she'll love you always and forever, boss man. Always, Jennifer. Always. So when we talk about purpose,
Yes.
now what I'm finding, the more of these shows that I do and lives that I do, I find a lot of people don't know what theirs is, because
Yes.
again, they attach their identity to their career,
Yes.
and it's
Like
like
what you
if
said.
you
Hmm.
yes, yeah, I'm like, you strip all that away, what's left? Because before you got married, you had an identity. Before you had kids, you had an identity, right?
Hmm.
But before you went to college or entered the workforce, you had an identity. It's like, who is that person? Because
Yes.
that's who you are at your core. It's like, what
Agreed.
makes you smile? What gets you out of bed when that alarm goes off?
Yes.
What keeps you showing up and showing up your authentic self? Like I told you the story about the tank top.
Yes.
I was on a panel a couple months ago, and with the pre-interview, she says, I expect you to be in professional attire. And I said, whose profession are we going by? Right? I said, because my profession allows me to wear a tank top. I
Yes.
was like, and this panel is about authenticity. So why would I show up in a shirt and tie? Right?
Yes.
Like what I do doesn't require that. And like the average person would have just complied, and they just would have showed up with what they wanted. So every
Absolutely.
host, because I've heard that on more than one occasion, and every host that I've challenged that, they're like, you know what, you're right, show up and be you,
Be
because it's the
you.
content.
Hmm.
Right, the content is what matters. You could be dressed to the T. If your message sucks, nobody's gonna follow you.
Agreed.
Right, because then
100%.
at the end of the episode, they're gonna focus on the message that you shared. They're not gonna be like, do you believe that fool was wearing a tank top? Like that, right? That's never come up in conversation. It's like there was just this one guy who kind of questioned me. he was on my show. He kind of questioned me before we went live, because like I could see him kind of looking, and I felt a little judged. But so he asked me a couple questions, and when I was done answering the questions, he's like, okay, he's like, I think we're gonna have a very dynamic discussion. Then he came back for one of my panels too. So it's like showing up authentically is huge. So how does that work for you in your everyday world?
So it's the old adage, don't judge a book by its cover. It's exactly what you said. It's like you could look at someone and be dressed to the nines, but what's inside and what's in here, it's not representative there. So how I deal with it is I lead with a smile. I bring my identity is my positivity. It's my smile. It's like they say, a smile goes a long way, or you catch more flies with honey than vinegar. That's my identity, and I've always been like that. No matter how shitty life has been, how many traumatic events have happened in one's life, my life, we've all had things happen in our lives. I'm still here. I'm still smiling. I'm still bringing it to the table, and I often get complimented on that when I go to events in the wine industry, and they're like, I really like your attitude. I really like your positivity, or the fact that you're smiling. A lot of people don't smile, and it doesn't take much to smile and to make someone feel happy with a smile, because it's infectious when you have that positive energy and that, like I said, that brightness, that people feel it and they respond to it.
And as a world traveler, two people don't even have to speak the same language. If you just lock eyes and smile, they will smile back.
100%.
You're absolutely right.
And that's happened to me quite often. I was judging recently in Brazil at a wine competition, and I was with 5 other gentlemen at my table, 2 of which could speak English. The others could kind of communicate a little bit, but I just said, don't worry, I can loosely understand Portuguese and we'll get through it. And if I don't understand, I will ask a question. And then I smiled. I said, it's fine. We will be fine. And we ended up having a wonderful 3-day session together. It wasn't the end of the world. I wasn't upset. I wasn't like, this is unacceptable. I can't be here, blah, blah, blah. No, I found a solution and we made it work. That's it.
And that's the thing. We made it work.
Yes.
Right? Like we made it work. That's one of the biggest things I got from my dad. Like he always just figured stuff out.
Oh
always.
My gosh.
He never gave up on, and no matter how outlandish the project sounded to the rest of us, we'd be like, yeah, wait, you're gonna what? but he figured it out. He made it work. Now you will hear him out there yelling and cussing at times, and gets in his car and takes off and goes back to Home Depot, comes back with some other contraption, and he's out there again, working it, yelling, swearing, jumps in the car, goes back to Lowe's this time. But
this sounds so familiar.
Yes, he got it done though. Go ahead.
I was going to say that was just like my father too. I think it's also a generational thing. It's like, you don't waste anything. You do the job that you started and you finish that job, no matter how long it takes, no matter how many times you have to go back to Home Depot. They had determination. They had, a very strong work ethic. And I feel like bringing this topic up because it's so much fun to talk about. I brought this up to you the other day at Manic, and about how we were brought up that if you played a sport or a game, there's winners and there's losers. And it's just part of it. I'm not saying someone is a loser. I'm saying if you play, let's say there's a hockey game and you're in a tournament, and there will be at the end, one of the teams will be the better team and they win. And now it's evolved to everybody gets a medal, or what you said, a certain school doesn't have an honor roll anymore for all these kids who work so hard to attain a certain level. They should be rewarded for that. That makes no sense to me. What are your thoughts?
That's what's leading to entitlement nowadays. Like kids just feel like they should just get stuff. Yes. And that takes away meritocracy. It's like if you earn it, you earn it. Like you have to learn in life. There are things that I am excellent at. There are things that I absolutely suck at.
Agreed. Me too.
So if a kid tries out for basketball and they have two left feet, can't dribble, shoot, or pass. Okay, basketball's not for them. Try something else.
Yes.
So, and you keep trying things. Maybe they land on the piano.
Yes.
Who knows, right?
That's right.
But you just have to know what you're leaning. Like I played soccer. I played it for 4 years, and I hated every second of it. It's like, but my parents made us play a sport. So I played. I went out there. I played hard. I was actually MVP for 2 seasons, but I did not like it. Yeah, it did not like my soul love. Like we were a big basketball, track and field family, and so I wanted to do something along those lines. But Mike Tyson has this quote where he says, "Discipline is doing what you hate, but doing it like you love it."
That's a great quote.
Saying where a lot of people go wrong is they don't want to do the dirty work to get to where they want to be. Like I think I mentioned to you, or if not, I'll mention it now. That in not coaching, and with the Nordic closing in a few weeks, that's gonna free up 35 hours a week for me,
which is a
35 hours, and you add in being here at the gym, and then adding in personal training, and then adding in podcasting. Like I did that for 2.5 straight years.
That's a
with
lot.
very, very minimal breaks in between. And everyone's like, "Why are you doing this? Like you're gonna give yourself a heart attack. You're gonna burn out." I'm like, "Don't put your limitation on me."
Yes.
I'm like, just because you can't do it doesn't mean I can't do it.
Agreed.
And when I step back and I look and it's like I was working like 80, 90 hours a week, like during the track season.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. But at the end of this, because I just created 2 additional streams of income just today, so I'm going to be up to 12 now.
That's amazing.
Like I don't have them all launched at the moment, but I'm telling you, after losing everything, like literally everything, I'm making sure that never happens again. So if I lose one, say YouTube shuts me down, okay, cool. I'll have 11 other streams out there going to work.
Absolutely. And it is all about having multiple streams of revenue as an entrepreneur. You can't just have one, because if that one explodes, where are you? You're going to have nothing. So it's important to be able to have that diversity and to be able to go into different pots, if you will. And you have the determination. You have the determination to never let that happen again. And that's your fuel.
Yeah, because it kind of happened once before. not to that level. Like not to that level. Like I was able to rebound a bit faster, but I still put myself in a position to get taken advantage of. Because I'm just too trusting. Like I'm like a forever optimist. It's like I always think the good in people. I'm like, oh, I'm good to them. They're not gonna do that to me.
Yeah.
And then when the time comes, oh, they did that to me. And so the second time around, I thought I was in a much better situation. Knew the guy for a few years. Never thought it would have gone that far. So now it's like I'm building all the things. I have ebooks, I have membership courses, building my YouTube channel, monetizing my podcast, into affiliate marketing. It's like I have so many different things going on. But the thing is, it sounds like it's a lot, but it can all be automated. You just have to just run a little bit of traffic to each one. Even if you just do $5 a day, at the end of the day, it's really not that much money for what's going to be coming in.
Agreed. Monetizing those different revenues, like I had mentioned to you about like certain programs and making PDFs and putting that up on your website and selling those to people who tune into your podcast, that they may want reference guides or they may want this. And you were saying like, yep, that's already on my list of to-dos to put up there.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's the way, because if you're going to be dependent on a job, if your job all of a sudden takes a turn profit-wise, you are now expendable. Doesn't matter how many years you've been on that job, you are now expendable. And I experienced that firsthand in 2008 during that recession. Like I made a good chunk more than my assistant manager. I was the general manager, and they ended up cutting me, and they elevated her for less than what they were paying me. And we had just come off of a record-breaking week. Yeah. You know what I mean? Sales-wise, food costs, labor, like all that stuff. We had a health inspection that week that we got like a 96 on. And in the restaurant, that's unheard of, because especially if you have a big menu. It's really
sure.
tough to get that close to 100%.
Yes.
But we almost did it. And then that Tuesday after the lunch rush, of course, he comes in and hands me my last check.
That's
and
terrible.
I was like, so it's like you think that you're good and you're stable, but now I've only showed you a handful of the tools that I'm using. With these AI tools, you can pump out stuff in like minutes.
It's insane
minutes.
what the potential is.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the 13 chapters in my book. I did one of them earlier today, and I'm going to put them all into separate ebooks and use them as like lead mag. It's like I'll probably sell them, but for dirt cheap, say like $5, $10.
Yes.
But for dirt cheap, but it's more so to get them into the database, and I can sell my other programs. I can sell the book, or just use it as an incentive to sell the book. It's like
that's
you can
a good idea.
Worksheets. You can get the worksheets for $5 each, or you can get them all in the book for $20.
That's a great idea. I love that. That's a great idea. And it also opens more opportunities, because it's almost like an enticement when you have that, like just the worksheet or just said module, because the person is interested in, they're like, oh, it's kind of like a hook in a way, to bigger and better things.
Yeah, it's like I just rebought in because I used it a few years ago. I just didn't I was like at the tail end of just about to lose everything. So I really didn't have the capital to put into it. Yeah. But it's a site called Samcart. And so I just bought it again because you can make like everything that you want to sell, you can make it in this one thing, right?
Interesting.
So, yeah, so I did the prioritized one. I uploaded the PDF. It did all the formatting, put in all the photos. If there's anything that you don't like, you can just tell it to fix it. But it did the entire course, the entire breakdown. It's got the call to action at the bottom, and you can do it for an unlimited amount of things. Let's use a mechanic, for example.
Yes.
A mechanic can do an entire course on how to change a tire, how to change your PCV valve, how to change your battery. Right? You can just make a series of cheap PDFs, little step-by-step guides on how to do this. So now while you're out working on cars, you have however many online products going to work for you.
Or simple stuff like the same mechanic example, little video clips, how to change a tire, how to put air in a tire. I'm being super simplistic, but really like those simple things that my daughter doesn't know what to do. She's never done it before. I mean, she's 12. Okay, let's be real. She's 12, but one day she will be driving, and it's the same thing. It's like watching YouTube is like a genius tool right in front of us just to look up things and visually learn how to do things, or how to try something new if you're trying to fix something, or if you want to try making something new. Like it's such a great resource. And again, like you said, using AI to create those books or videos or ideas. Even ask AI. I'm a mechanic and I like to start doing how-tos. What are the top 20 questions that people ask about a car to do themselves, to learn, and then boop, it would pop it out.
Absolutely. Like I can actually, how much time? All right, I have time. I just had PT at 4 o'clock. But let me just show you this real quick. This is what I did earlier. Share screen, typeset. Yeah, so I don't know if you can see that.
Sort of, but like for someone who needs glasses, it's really small. But I can see some stuff.
Okay. Yeah, so this is my prioritizing yourself without the guilt.
That's a great topic.
Right, so you can see on the left side, this is where on my left side, this is where you put everything in.
Yes.
On the right side, this is what the actual ebook looks like.
That's cool.
Yeah, and this was, so I had to get blood work done earlier. So if you hit right here, this button, this is your AI assistant, and it comes out, you can generate an ebook, you can develop courses, like membership sites, you can generate the sales page, you can generate the social media content, upsell ideas, upsell scripts. That's all within this one thing. You can build the entire funnel.
That's insane.
Yep. And again, people saying there's no opportunities. Are you kidding me?
Yes. You're right. You're right. like you said, it's right in front of us.
Yeah, and I can take what I just did, film myself explaining how it works, and then put that up on YouTube.
That's what I'm saying.
like so what I'm gonna do with that free extra 35 hours a week is you guys are gonna see me all over the internet, because I'm gonna spend a few hours each day just working on each one of those streams.
Yes.
Because if there's people who are out there with millions of followers playing video games, dancing like fools, doing whatever's currently trending,
yes,
right? And we have stuff that can literally change people's lives.
yes.
You know,
Why
so
aren't we in
if
the same position?
exactly, because we haven't fully leaned into it.
Yes.
Like while I'm coaching, I'm not building my online presence.
Yes.
You know, while I'm at the Nordic, I'm not building my online presence.
While I'm
You
doing
know?
other part-time project management stuff, it's not helping. It's not moving me in the direction that I want to go. It's like you said it. I remember you said that as well with the leaning in. It's taking time away from what I really want to happen, what I want to do.
Yes. Yeah, and now that we're doing it, you're gonna see it's gonna, all the opportunities are just gonna show up. But
It
definitely,
is.
it's like I said, if you're looking to get put on shows, like I can connect you with, God, probably 40, at least off the top of my head, 40.
I would really enjoy that.
Okay, yeah, like I'll make those introductions on. I know you're more active on Instagram, but most of my connections are on Facebook.
That's fine.
And I can connect you there.
Thank you. Either works.
But yeah, yes, this was great. Go ahead.
It was. And no, what I was going to say is like you said, like you didn't want it to just be about fitness when you started, and then you saw the opportunity and then the funnel started opening. And that's sort of how I feel about being in the wine industry, because yes, that's what I'm passionate about, but it's also the travel, it's the people, it's the experience, it's the storytelling, it's and of course, what, as you know, fitness is just part of some of me and what I've done almost my entire life, and so on and so forth. So it just opens so many possibilities of avenues to go down, to continue to grow and create these amazing opportunities.
Yeah, there's a woman that I interviewed probably, I think, 3 years ago now, who she did that. She did like travel blogging, and she would start it with her morning, hair a mess, making coffee, you know, and like, but she literally took you from the journey to, all right, I'm in the car now on the way to the airport.
Oh my gosh.
At the airport, the TSA line is insane. You know, obviously, you know, she edited it to make it flow. But a couple of those, like, she hooked me in for like a solid 10, 15 minutes, you know, just to, well, because like you're curious about where the story's going. You know, it's like, that's why people watch, because it's out of curiosity. It's because sometimes I've watched a train wreck of a video, but the curiosity was like, where are they going with this? It's like, this sucks, but
yes,
you know, like you said, it's the storytelling, right? It's the storytelling. Like, that's what people get hooked on. Like, if the story is good, people will deal with like a monotone person.
100%. If they have the story, they will hook you, and you will stay there and pay attention and be present till the end, because you need to know.
Yes, like I watched this video. This is probably a year and a half ago. It was Top Notch Idiots. It's like a prank channel, right? And
this sounds promising.
So I was busy being productive, and it just, because like I gotta have background noise when I'm working. Like for some reason, I just focus better that way. So I have this video playing, then the next video auto plays, and it's just about this prankster, and this guy kept my attention for 35 minutes. No. You know, but I was like, what just happened? But I was just so enveloped in the content, you know. So
funny.
Oh, for real. So as we break this down, you give some final words, I'll give some final words, and then we'll go from there.
The whole conversation that we just had, one thing that really stuck with me is about authenticity and showing up and being yourself. And that is something that I, in the last, let's say, 4 or 5 years, have made a conscious effort to truly be myself. you shouldn't laugh that loud. Well, why shouldn't I laugh loud? Just because somebody else might not like it? That's how I'm laughing. I'm using a very
Mm-hmm.
simplistic example, but it's just really being myself and what it is that makes me what fuels me, what makes me shine.
Yeah, exactly. I was at an obstacle race, and they have this 30-foot, 30-foot, 20-foot. I don't know. It's a tall cargo net. So when you get on there, you usually get on hands and feet, and you climb up this thing. So
Sure.
now I've done tons of these races. So
Yes.
for me, getting up and over that isn't fun.
Yes.
So I try to go over without using my hands.
Oh my
Right?
God.
So I get there, right? And people are like, show off, that's unnecessary, you're just flexing. And I'm like, yup. Like,
Sure
yup.
am.
Because in that moment, that's what I need. I need a challenge, going back to me being a competitor.
Yes,
Right?
you do.
Yes, I'm a competitor. So that's how I'm gonna attack that. It's not like I'm like, oh, hey, look at me. Although I am a Leo, I do like attention. Right? Miss Brown is on. Hi, Miss Brown. But yeah, but getting back to authenticity, it's like I'm me. It's like I'm me. This is who you're gonna get. It's like when it comes to work, focus, and sports, you're gonna get competitor me. Outside of that zone, my softer side shows up.
Yes.
Because like I don't want to be a hard-nosed grind all day long. Every now and then a hug is nice, right?
Absolutely.
So, but when I'm task focused, when I'm locked in, nothing can shake me off of it. And a lot of people have a hard time tapping into theirs because they want to be, to what you said earlier, they want to be like everyone else.
Yes.
And I don't want to be like everyone else. It's like
Conform
I'm
to
me.
The norm. Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's
Agreed.
like I'm me. And if I can make something more challenging, I will.
Oh, I do the same thing. Yep. I always push myself. I have something in my mind, like it's a certain thing that maybe everybody has a certain thing that pushes them further in whatever they're doing. And once you tap into that, you go so much further. And it's only you. You're doing it to yourself in a great way. Oh yeah, I love it.
Exactly. Yeah, because with me, it's not about winning. It's about the thrill of the competition. It's like, don't get me wrong. I love to win. I would rather win than lose. But I can deal with losing, right? I can deal with losing as long as I'm competitive. Like if I get out there and I just get crushed, that I don't like. Like I don't like sucking at something. But if we're battling back and forth and you get the best of me, high five at the end, you got me. All right, let's go. Like, I mean, maybe 25 years ago, I'd have been throwing stuff in mad, but now it's like I just like the thrill of being able to compete now with a body riddled with injuries, but I'm still able to get out there and hold my own.
Well, that's it. You're also able to hold your own and give your best and know that you did. So at the end of it, if somebody got the best of you or whatever, you know that you've given 100%.
Yep. Except for David. I own David. Oh God. All right, so I gotta run because Kira's gonna be here soon for her basketball lesson. But yeah, whenever you want to do this again, let me know. And for the people who tuned in, people who commented, I gotta remember that I have to stop Instagram separately because a couple of times I forgot, and I was in here like vacuuming, singing, and then I look over, I'm like my camera's still on. Oh no! Like good thing I didn't do or say anything stupid.
I love it. Oh, that's fantastic.
All right. All right. On that note,
yes, and you'll have to show me. Like for some reason, it wasn't allowing me to share, so I'm going to investigate that for the next time for when we do this. So the live is on both sides of the fence.
All right. Yeah. So when I see you next, we'll just pull up. Pull up a live and see what we can do.
Yes, we will.
All right.
Okay. Cool.
I'll
Thanks
see you later.
Have a good one.
You're welcome. You too.
Bye.
Bye.